Hi everyone, welcome to Shell's World. In this video today, we are going to talk about one of my favorite cruise lines, and you're not going to believe what it is, but I'm going to tell you anyways. Carnival Cruise. Love. Been on 5 cruises. Never disappoints. And also in this video, we're going to talk about a cruise line that I dislike that been on once and it kind of showed like, I don't think I might want to go on it, or maybe I want to go on a bigger one. We're going to talk about Norwegian. So let's talk about it. Getting into Norwegian Stowaway parties. When we first went on Norwegian, we were in New York and we were like ready to party, thinking like, oh hey, we're about to get like turned up, like how Carnival does. Like our Stowaway party gonna be fun. Baby, this was boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. When we left out of New York, it was boring. Everybody was recording just to sell away. It was no turning up like, hey, we're about to have a good time. It was okay, we're about to sell away. Yay. Get your phones out, record. Not like Carnival. Hey, we about to party. Like, get your phones out. We about to play the New York song. We're about to do wobble. We're about to do all line dances. So it was nothing like that. And I'm like, okay, this cruise line is already showing it's like laid back, not my vibe kind of cruise line. And I'm just like, okay, this is the type of cruise line that we are on. So, yes, about the sell away. I don't like it because it's like people aren't involved. I mean, yeah, they're involved, but they're on their phones recording, taking pictures, but you're not really involved. Like the crew members aren't really getting you involved. I don't even think the crew members were even there hyping people up. We were just on the top of the deck and just like recording. Like on Carnival, they got you dancing, they got you doing a wobble, they got you entertained. Like they like you about to have a fun time. You gonna be drinking, you gonna be doing this. We gonna about to get all these activities done and in you. By the end of your cruise, you gonna be like Carnival, but as a Norwegian, you gonna be like, eh, yeah, let's do Carnival, maybe Norwegian, but maybe the bigger cruises might be a little better. So I would just say their celebrate party's not that great. Let's get into the next topic, which is their menus, their food options. I ain't gonna lie, they suck badly. They suck. Why do they suck? Because when I went on Norwegian's cruise in November, let's just say they ain't had the greatest food options. Every time we went to the dining hall for dinner, same thing over and over again. Same thing. And basically, every time we went to dinner, fish, pasta, steak, same thing. And I'm just like, we don't get nothing different. To get something different, you have to pay for a specialty dining. And I'm like, I mean, we paid for one, but who wants to pay for a specialty dining every night? Because I ain't got money like that. But you get what I mean. So we went to one specialty dining, which was really, really amazing. But there, every time we went to dinner, same thing. And I didn't like that. As in Carnival, you get something different every night. But I'm not going to talk too much about Carnival because I got my separate thing for that. So there other food on the boat. Like when you go for dinner. I'm sorry, not dinner, lunch, because I just talked about dinner. My bad. Um when you go for lunch, they only have really bars, the buffet, and the same place where you eat dinner at, but it's lunch there. So let's get into that. So, lunchtime, if you go to the dinner spot, like where you eat dinner at that night of, if you go there for lunch, you got to go by a certain time because after a certain time, you got to pay for it, which is unfortunate. Like, what's that about? Because that makes no sense at all. It's like if you're doing lunch, just do lunch. Why do we have to pay for our lunch? I mean, it makes no sense. Then they have this bar. Again, like I said, the dinner options suck. The bar is the same way, the exact same way, where every day we went, same food. I kind of got sick of it. Same food every day. Buffet, same food every day. I'm like, who wants to eat the same food every day? You're going on a cruise. You want to try different food. You don't want to have the same food every night. So that sucked. But that's the region for you. So if you're going on the region, just know you're going to have the same food options. But I could possibly be wrong on the newer ships because I do want to try the newer ships' food and experience the newer ships. So I'm hoping on the newer ships that they have a better food option. All right, guys. Next topic is the Serenity deck on the Norwegian. I was kind of upset about this one. So the Serenity deck costs on Norwegian, unlike Royal Caribbean and Carnival. And I'm just like, why does it cost? It made no sense. But I'm like, I'm not about to be paying just to sit on the Serenity deck for a couple hours and then leave. If I'm gonna sit on the Serenity deck, I'm gonna be out there all day and get my money's worth. So I'm like, no, thank you. So as the regular deck was, where all the other people was, that was my Serenity deck on the region because I'm not about to pay for that. No, thank you. Unlike the other cruise lines, free, but you just gotta be 18 and older to be up there. All right, guys, let's get on to the next topic, which is veterans. So I was talking to my mom and dad about this, and they were telling me like, hey, on this cruise line, we had to pay for our drinks when we went to the veterans event. On Carnival and Royal Caribbean, when my mom, which is I forgot to mention, she's a veteran. She was in the Navy. I ain't gonna spill her whole tea. Y'all don't need to know that. But she was in the Navy. Um, she got invited to a veterans event. So my mom and dad went. I was with my friend. We was just kicking it. And she had to pay for her drink. And I'm like, what's up with that? Like, y'all are celebrating veterans. Y'all invited them to an event. Y'all should pay for their drinks. Like, they fought for you. They saved lives for you. So what's up with that? Like Carnival and Royal Caribbean, when she gets invited to them, she gets a free drink and like a little souvenir. So I don't know what's up with the region doing that, but that's very interesting. All right, that's enough talking about Norwegian. So we're just gonna wrap it up with this cruise line. I would say that I wouldn't probably want to go on this cruise line that the cruise that I just went on. But I mean, I would definitely be open to going on another Norwegian cruise line. Just maybe a bigger boat that has more stuff for like my age and other people's age that's like interesting because this cruise line it just didn't have my attention and it just didn't have great food options. and again, the Serenity deck. But enough talking about that. Let's get into one of my favorites. You know it, you love it, I love it, but you're going to love it because I'm going to be talking about it all the time on this YouTube. Carnival. Let's get into that. One of my favorite cruise lines. I've been on 5 Carnival cruise lines, and they never, when I say never, never disappointed. So let's get into that. So the first topic that I want to talk about is talk about the boats. So every time I get on Carnival's cruise lines, I love it. Like walking on when we're like at the port, just walking on to the boat, it gives a vibe like we about to get turned up. We about to have fun. We about to meet new friends, make new family. We about to have a good time. So let's talk about this sail away party. Carnival sail away party ain't like nobody else's sail away party. They get you lit, like lit, lit. And when I say lit, they gonna have you doing challenges down there where if you with your granddad, grandma, and you ain't never seen them twerk or do something, if you get what I mean, you gonna be like, okay, I see you. I ain't never seen you do it like that before. But you gonna feel embarrassed also because it's like, oh my God, that's my grandpa, that's my grandma that's doing that. They on the floor doing this. But you gonna have a good time. You gonna be their hype man. You gonna hype them up. You gonna be doing a wobble. You gonna be doing line dances. You gonna have a good fun time sail away party. And you ain't even gonna think about recording or like I mean you gonna think about recording, but you ain't thinking about like, oh, this is boring, like hints, hints, Norwegian, like, oh yay, we're on the boat, like, okay, let's go unpack our bags. No, you ain't gonna be unpacking your bags until probably after dinner time. You gonna be on like let's start this cruise now. So that's all I have to talk about for the sail away party. But you guys let me know in the comments like if you guys have anything other questions about the sail away party, like what other events do they do or like activities, just let me know. On to the next topic, their food options. Now, baby, the one thing I love about Carnival Cruise options with their food, you get a variety. When I say variety of food options, variety. Especially on our new boat, Celebration and Mardi Gras. I haven't been on a Celebration, but I've been on the Mardi Gras twice. So you got the dining hall, you got the buffet, you got Shaq's Chicken, you got Guy's Burgers, you got the barbecue place, you've got the seafood spots, you got street foods, you got other places on the boat that you can eat. Do you got to pay for them? Mm-mm. Because, baby, you done already paid what you basically paid for when you was paying that whole time before you got on that cruise. So, you ain't got to worry about swiping a little sign and sell card. Because, baby, Carnival, they make sure you got the food option. So let's talk about dinner wise. I love it because every night you got something different every night. And that's what I love about it. You got something different about the appetizers, something different about the entrees. You got something different about the sorry, sorry. You got something different about the desserts every night. Then now I would say like the buffet, they switch up like probably every day, but sometimes it might be the same. But also the buffet, if you don't want to go to the dinner, Or if you don't want to go to lunch, they have lunch and they have dinner. And sometimes it's different. Unlike Norwegian, you just got the same thing. So, you know, you got something different between that. Now, Shack's chicken, you got the same thing, but you getting some chicken, which is that thing is on point. That chicken is like mm, good chicken. Guys Burgers. I want to say I'm just gonna let y'all know I was being a big back. My one cruise, all I got for lunch every day was Guys Burgers. I would go to the room while my parents would be like doing something else or somewhere else. I'd be in there eating a burger. They come back to the room. They'd be like, Where are you doing? Where were you at? Why are you just in here eating burger?" I'm like, I'm just chilling. I'm being a big bag. That was my thing every day. Guys Burgers. Now I've never tried the barbecue spot on Carnival, but I've always wanted to. So maybe the next time I'm on Carnival, I'm gonna try that spot. I have tried to see, sorry, street food. Amazing. I really love the street food. Um, enough talking about food because I'm getting a little hungry over here. Um, let's get into the next thing, which is the Serenity Deck. So on Carnival, it's free. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to be 18 and older. Love that. Love that you can sit in different areas, different chairs. You can do different things. You have the pool up there, and you also have a bar and a salad bar. So if you want to be cute, healthy, sitting in the sun, get you a salad at your salad bar. But you got to go there a little early because they do close. We learned that from last time that they do close a little early. So make sure you go there early. But the crew members come up, they take your order, they bring you your drinks, and you can just be cute, drinking, and sit in the sun and kid free. I mean, unless the 18-year-old or kid, or technically adults, kiddish kind of come up there, but hopefully they have some sense to know that there are other adults up there too. But enough talking about the Serenity Deck. Let's get into this last topic, which is the veterans. As I said in my comment before with Norwegian about the veterans, where they don't, I'm sorry, where they do make you pay. Carnival, they invited my mom and my dad for the veterans event. Again, she's in the Navy. Thank you for serving our country, mommy. Love you. Um, yes, they invite her. They give her like a little souvenir and free drinks and snacks, which is like amazing because I'm just like they should like represent. Like I think they do it every week for um the cruisers that are veterans. And I'm like, that's really nice of them to do that because like Norwegian without the drink part, I mean they do it, but without the drink part. They don't have to, but they do. But it's really nice that they do that. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap up my video. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed my video,